Handbags, how y'all doing? Happy hump day. Okay, so today I'm coming at you with an updated review on my favorite tote by Louis Vuitton, the Raspail MM. If you've been following me for some time, then you know how much I love this bag. Okay, it's discontinued, so if you want it, you're gonna have to get it on the pre-loved market. But anyway, it's my favorite. It's my favorite. So first, let me give you the measurements. So it's 15 inches at the bottom, 15 inches wide at the bottom. It's actually 20 inches at the top. You can see how it kind of tapers up. And then I actually forgot to measure her hips, but I'm going to say it's probably, you know, what, 22 inches across from the middle. But you can see that it goes up. And then it's 11 inches tall, and it's 7 inches deep. So it's the same depth and height as the Neverfull MM. The Neverfull MM, just in case you're wondering, I just have that handy. It's 13 inches wide at the bottom, and I actually forgot to measure what it was at the top. Now, the strap drop on this bag, on the Raspail, is almost 8 inches, and then it's almost, or what, I guess it's 9 inches on the Neverfull. So, all that to say, it's not going to pass the elbow test, okay? You're going to have to actually place it on your shoulder. You know, I know, tough times, right? Okay, it does have the nice rolled handles. So if I had to give you an idea, like the size of the rolled handles, I would say they are in between Speedy handles and the Tureen handles. You know, well, no, they're not in between that. Yeah, they are. So the Speedy handles would be the biggest, and then these, and then the Tureen. So, because in my opinion, the Tureen has, those rolled handles are too dainty for me. I like these. And I like the Speedy ones too, but I'm just trying to give you an idea. And it's pretty simple. I mean, the bag, you know, there's not a lot of frills on it. The only leather that's on it is just the handles, which is one of the reasons why I was drawn to the bag. If you open it up, you're going to see that really pretty dark, that burgundy. It's the hardy material. It's the canvas, you know. And listen, yeah, it's not the Alcantara. It's nice and hardy, which is another reason why I like the bag. It has the gold hardware. It has the chunky hardware. You know, I love me some chunky hardware. And it's got a really nice, generous zip pocket over here. And it actually does have a zipper closure option. But the zipper closure option looks like this when you zip it. Okay. It has the two, it doesn't go all the way across. It stops right there, and it stops right there. So you can see, even if you have it zipped, you're going to have the possibility of stuff escaping from those two little areas if the back falls over or whatever. What else was I going to tell you? Oh, and then it has the two slip pockets on the other side. And they're generous. They're not, like one of them's not an old cell phone pocket. They're both nice. Like, let me show you. All right, I have a iPhone 6 Plus, so it's going to fit, you know, like that, and both sides, you know, they're equal sizes, sorry. Okay, so this bag obviously can be for many purposes. When I had it, because you know I've had it and sold it 3 different times. And I actually do not own this one. This one is already sold. It actually came and gone before I even had a chance to post it. Just wanted to do an updated review on it. But it is one of my favorites. You have to get on the pre-loved market, like I said. Can't get it brand new. Can't get it in the store. On the handles, okay, so one of the reasons why I like the rolled handles is because I feel like they, and I guess it depends on how well you take care of your bag, but I feel like they hold up better. So like as the bag ages, they keep their, what's the word? Their stiffness, you know? Now, you got to be intentional about when you're not using the bag and you have it setting down, you want to, and you should do this with any bag that has handles. You should always try to cross them over this way. Because if you let them fall, like for example, the Neverfull, and that's just the one that comes to my mind, but there's several like this. If you let them fall like that, well then you create this bend right here. And this stress right there, and then it starts to like crease, and it'll just fold over like that. So, and you can't reverse that. So when you're not using the bag, this is just, you know, PSA, okay? If you're not using your bag and you have handles, you want to make sure that you're intentional about how you place them down, so that you're not putting unnecessary stress on these parts. And again, this is Neverfull. You know, any bag that what's the other one? Tivoli. That one, you know, and that one even has more potential problems because this piece right here, it's not sewn, you know, it's adjustable, it's not sewn down, so it'll curl out. So if you're not using that bag, you should actually just take those handles off. Anyway, I'm going on a rabbit trail. Okay, so let me show you what you can put in this bag. When I was using it as a daily bag. And, I mean, again, I love this bag so much. Oh, first let me show you one thing. No, I'll do it in a minute. Okay. Now, when I was using it, I used it both with an organizer and without. So the one that I was using, the organizer that I have, is one by Original Club. I also used this one in my Speedy 40 because it's also, you know, pretty big and roomy. And so what I like about this organizer, I'm not going to get too much into it, but it's almost like the Cadillac, one of the Cadillac options that they had. And they don't call it that. That's what I'm calling it. But it fits just fine in here. You can use it with this bag too. Okay, let's see. It's going to be kind of a wonky fit, actually. Well, no, it's not. Okay, I was going to say I kind of don't remember because I didn't really use it with it because it does add some weight. I mean, yeah, it helps you keep organized, but it is going to add a little bit of weight. So, but I just want to show you, I'm not going to put all my stuff in the organizer. I just wanted to show you that you can use an organizer with it. This one is probably a little too big, maybe just barely, I don't know. I guess it depends on how you want it to fit. It fits okay. I mean, it fits okay. See? And you got, I mean, this creates so much organization. Like you know, this huge pocket over here, you have these pockets all the way around. Not to mention you have the amazing, I mean the huge zip, well, it is amazing, but the generous zip pocket in here, and then you got the other slip pockets. Like, you have a lot of options. So, but I also brought out my daughter's laptop because if you wanted to use it as like a commuter bag, I wanted to show you that a laptop does fit in here. She has a 13-inch laptop, and it's thin, but it's 13 inches wide, and it fits in here, obviously without any trouble. And, you know, if you have it flush, excuse me, against the back, I mean, look, you have so much room. Okay, so, dang it. And again, I was going to bring my water bottle. You've seen in my other videos, I have that big Camelback water bottle, and you don't have any trouble fitting that thing in here too. And so let's say that you have that, and again, you're a student or a commuting professional or whatever, and you want to put your laptop in here, and then you might have another bag. This is a Truce 23 that you might have pins, cords, you know, I don't know, whatever, just essentials like nail clippers or tweezers or whatever it is that you have for like an emergency kit. You get that, and you could also put that in here next to it. Again, if you're going to have your laptop, you're probably going to need your cord. You can put your, you know, your earbuds in there, and there is plenty of options, okay? And even though it does have a zipper option to close it, if you don't really want to use that, because I think the zippers like this one that don't go all the way across, I think they look kind of goofy, so I don't really care for it. But your wallet, if you want to keep it secure, so this is the zippy organizer wallet, but if you want to keep it secure in here, you can put it in that nice, generous zip pocket in here, over on the side, see? And it fits in there, you saw, hang on, look, I mean, actually, there's still room. There's probably, okay, I'm going to say, because that's 7 inches wide, I'm going to guess that this pocket in here is 10 inches wide. I mean, it is, you're probably not going to be able to see it, and I'm going to try to show you anyway, but, okay, do you see where that little tab is right here? And the space in between there. See, so you have this space right here. There's still a ton of room in this pocket. Okay, so let's say you have your iPhone or whatever phone you have, and you can put that in there with it. And I mean, I don't know, there's so many, it's just huge. So anyway, the point is that if you're a commuting professional, or even if you're not, and you want to keep your wallet secure, you have you have that option to put in there. You have no trouble just putting it in there. Okay, so I'm gonna take the laptop out. And I even brought like a big can of hairspray that you could just put over here on the side. This is one of those really tall ones from the Sexy Big Hair or whatever. And it can just go like right here, and see, look, it doesn't even stick out. So this is one of the huge full-size ones. You've seen these. And actually in the video it looks like those regular sizes, but it's the tall one. It's really tall. And it fits in there. It doesn't stick out, so see, you can throw that in there. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and leave my wallet in that zipper pocket. And then I'll go ahead and show you the other stuff that I have to put in here. So then I have my regular calendar that you've seen in my other videos. I have my mid-size pochette, okay? And I'm going to put that in here. And then I have my accessory pochette, and I can fit that. So far I've got everything side by side, see? And then, of course, my pen case, and I can put it either standing up, or it's probably just going to fall down. And then, let's see, what else do I have in here? Some of the other stuff is kind of like, well, my purse is trashed out. I've been using the Passy, okay, and it's a pretty roomy bag too, but it doesn't have, it's not as deep, so it's not going to have, and it's got the middle zipper organizer part, so that really prevents you from being able to just stick everything in here. You know, you have to have assigned spots, kind of. Okay, so then let's say I have my hand gel and my Burt's Bees, and I'm going to put those two things like over in one of those little slip pockets. I'll put my iPhone in one of the slip pockets too, and then what else? What else? Okay, those are all of what, oh wait, sorry, no. This is the handmade overflow case, no, it's a case for my overflow cards, you know, like library cards and stuff like that, loyalty cards. And then everything else in my bag right now is just like papers and junk. Like I said, I need to clean it out. But this is what I carry, you know, on a daily basis. I'm going to get up on this chair so you can see me. And look. So to me, it kind of has like that that beachy tote look. I'm sorry, let me suck in because I don't want you to see all my muffin tops and whatnot. Okay, so it has like the beachy tote look. But, you know, again, you have the zipper there that you can zip it up if you want. And I forgot to mention, when you're not using the zipper, these zipper parts, the rails and the piece that they're on, they just lay flush against the bag. So it's not like they're going to get in your way, you know, they're not going to, you don't even really know it's there. In fact, for the longest time I was like, people would say, does it have a zipper closure? And I'll be like, no, yeah it does. I forgot because I never used it. But anyway, and so see, you have all this room in here. And then, like, you know, I have my little North Face. You've seen this jacket before. It's just that regular, I don't even know what they call it, but it's just the one that you see. It's pretty light. Now, you can totally just, like, throw this thing on top, you know, and, I mean, still, you're good to go. So, you know, just kind of as a daily, as a mom bag, as a commuter bag, you know, whatever. And you can, again, you can access it from your shoulder. You do have to place it on your shoulder, though. You can't. There's no elbow test. I mean, it doesn't pass the elbow test. See? So you're doing this. But if you've ever thought to yourself, man, if there was a bag that was in between the Never Full MM and the Never Full GM, this is it. Because again, 15 inches wide, Never Full MM is 13. Never Full GM is 16 inches wide. So it's, and you know, and then plus it's actually, and of course it's a lot bulkier because it's taller. It's 13 inches and it's like almost 8 inches. So it's, you know, the Neverfull GM is pretty big. But if that one is a little too big for you, but the Neverfull MM is just a teeny bit smaller, consider this one. It doesn't, I mean, there's not a whole lot of difference because, again, you're talking about 15 inches down here, of course 20 inches at the top, but like the height and the depth are the same as the Neverfull MM. It's the, you know, the 7 inches deep and the 11 inches high, and then the strap drop is the same pretty much. So it's really just a different look. I mean, I gravitate to this because it has minimal vachetta. And you know, all the vachetta drives me crazy. One of the things I don't like about the Neverfull are the end little belt things. I don't care for that look at all. I'm afraid I'm going to snag it on something. I'm a bull in a china closet, and that just makes me a nervous wreck. That's why every time I get it, I sell it, because then I'm like, I can't do this. But this one is a super great option. Again, the Raspail MM, it's discontinued. It's decontinued, and you have to get on the pre-loved market. So I hope this was helpful, and I'll be talking to you real soon. Okay, bye.